we haven't started in a long time with an album that I think we're this divided on, which is Waiting to Spill, the second album from the Backseat Lovers, the saviors of Utah rock, which who knows what that scene was really like from, the good old days of, I don't even know, Jurgenman out there. But the Backseat Lovers came onto my radar, and I was the one that wanted to talk about this album mostly today. Uh, Back in probably late last year, um, a friend of the show, Andrew Richmond, turned me on to this band, and this is a band he likes a lot. And their album When We Were Friends came out in 2019, their debut album, and I started seeing all the concert and the festival ups, and Backseat Lovers were like way higher up than I had expected, and so I was intrigued. I was like, oh, these guys must be getting some popularity or some notoriety. And sure enough, I think that they're a pretty well known indie band at this point. So when I saw that they were preparing to drop an album, I was very interested to see what this was going to be. If this was going to level them up in some way, or if this was going to kind of be more of the same, kind of keep them in the same line. And as I listened to When We Were Friends a few times, what stood out to me about their style is just like it's kind of meandering with these like very like strategic swells, and the songs are performative, uh, but you really don't know what direction to go in. Very unpredictable. And I think you've got more of this on this album, although I think they tried to branch out their sound in a couple of different ways to varying degrees of success. So Waiting Bill was a bit of a up and down for me. Really excellent moments and moments that really disappointed me. But I know you didn't really have a great experience with this.
No, I did not care for Waiting to Spill. I was waiting, and the spill never came. The spill never came. Now, I mean, for me, this is just classic, like the indie rock. That's not my bag. I just thought it just kind of droned on and was a bit, as you said, meandering. I just really didn't connect with the vocal performance and was pretty lost with it quite quickly. So, classic, not for me type thing. But I'm glad, you know, congratulations or sorry that happened for you, Pat.
And I mean, I only think there's a few songs that like felt really not in the right place for me. Something like all the sound is like this like piano tuning, like upbeat type sound for them. And I didn't really like connect with that as much. There's a couple others, like I think it's we're in Snowbank Blues, which is very like tone, has a few like vocal moments where like the singer really like is very sharp, and that kind of like perks you up to the song. It didn't really grab me. But then a few of the songs that really stood out to me, like Close Your Eyes, feels like a very classic Backseat Lover song where it's a little slow, but it really picks up to this really like roaring, like swell of a outro, which is really strong and really captures the emotion of the song. And like I think another song that really stuck to me was Know Your Name, which the first time I listened to it, if you like close your eyes, you might have been able to like mistake the vocal performance for like a Radiohead B side almost in a way. And that Know Your Name has like whirring guitars, a little bit even more like rockish at times. So I thought that was pretty great. And then the third clear standout is the growing thing for me, which is like funkier, has kind of like a back feel in some ways. I really appreciated that they were really like trying something here. I don't know if this is gonna necessarily like propel them into the mainstream in any way. If you like indie rock or if you like the Backseat Lovers, I think you're gonna find quite a lot on here that you do like. So, even though you didn't, like Dave, I'm sorry I made you listen to it. I think there was quite a few things to take away. Is there anything good you can say about this album?
Uh, no, not really. I didn't really like it. Sorry.
No worries. Well, I'm going to be putting us on because I control the playlist onto our now best of 2022 playlist. If you like this album, tell Dave why you're wrong in the comments on YouTube.
Yes, please do.